How's everybody in the league doing? This is the Fantasy Freak Show Halloween Special Edition. I'm going to give everybody here a brief rundown on what to expect from this week's matchups and outlooks for the rest of the season, and just in general, just going to talk shit about how much everybody else's team sucks. So let's start off. Well, we're not going to start off with my matchup, but we're going to start off with Wu-Tang Clan and Chocolate Nuts. Now, hello.
What's up, dude?
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm Rich. Nice to meet you. Alright, well,
Dude,
we got Wu-Tang Clan and Chocolate with Nuts here. Wu-Tang Clan, I can't even believe that you're 1-6. I'm absolutely surprised. I'm dumbfounded because this is a great roster right here. It's unfortunate for you. It really is, because I would be a little bit scared to be playing this team in the playoffs, but it looks like you're just not going to make it. Let's be honest, you're not going to make it. As far as this week goes for you, I don't know, man. I mean, you got, you know what? You got some elite receivers playing this week. I'll give you that. Colston and Decker are definitely going off. Eli Manning is going to fuck Dallas up, so he's going off. Tony Gonzalez is a savage. Darren McFadden is unreliable, so who knows. Sean Green sucks ass, and Miami's going to stuff his ass down the fucking toilet, so don't have any hope. I can't even believe you're playing Oakland defense right now, but we'll see how that goes. And Chocolate with Nuts, Aaron Rodgers, yeah, whatever, no big deal. Alright, you got a pretty shitty receiving core there, but you're lucky that New Orleans is playing Denver, so I'll give you that. Chocolate with Nuts, good luck with that shit. But, I don't know, man. You just got a shitty roster. As far as the rest of the season goes, you're probably fucked, too. Let's be honest, you're probably fucked. But wait a second, what division are you in? Let's figure this out. You are in the last division, and that happens to be the softest division, so you got a chance actually, Chocolate. I'll give you that. You got a shot. Alright, so that's the first matchup. Let's look at the second matchup here. We got Andy against Jake. Marshawn Kid Blackman against the Vegetarian. Alright, well, Thursday night sure did do you nicely. I'll say that much, Jake. 33 points from Doug Martin is ridiculous. That's impressive. And Mike Williams, he really came through too. Andy, you got a lot of work cut out for you this week, I'll tell you that. Because Titus Young just isn't going to cut it at that wide receiver slot. I'm sorry, you could do better than that. Titus Young sucks. The fucking Detroit sucks right now, man. Honestly, it's disgusting. Stafford's passing is disgusting right now. Julio Jones, I'm guessing he's gonna go off. Yeah, you're definitely gonna have a big game out of Ryan and Julio Jones. You got a solid squad right there, Andy. I'll give you that. A solid squad. You'll be in contention with me. I don't know if you'll take the division because my team is just filthy, but it'll be close. Jake, you are right. As you said it, you are the luckiest fucker in the league at this point. I don't even understand how you're 6-1. It's really pathetic at this point because your points for are terrible. You're going to get shit on in the playoffs if we come across each other at this point. You're lucky Doug Martin put up 33 points. That's all I have to say. But your roster is solid right now. It's a solid roster for as many rookies as you have with the Doug Martin Richardson combination there. That's a solid roster, and Calvin Johnson hasn't even been playing up to his potential yet. So you've got a lot of wiggle room there, and you got Hakeem Nicks coming back. So I'll give you that. And Santana Moss seems to be RG3's favorite target at the moment, even though Pierre Thomas is injured. So, you're definitely in good shape. Now, who else we got here? Oh, okay. Little Nick Stefanenko and Brian Argenzio matchup. Classic. Okay, so I can see Stefanenko went with the little traditional draft strategy here. He's got some Tom Brady action going on and some Wes Welker, Jordy Nelson, solid receivers. I'll give you that. Peterson's coming into midseason form. And Bradshaw's been an angry fuck lately because he realized Andre Brown's about to take his job, so he had to start stepping up a little bit. Jermichael Finley sucks. Devin Hester, I don't know about that. But pretty solid core nonetheless. So, and you're 4-3, surprisingly. So you could definitely sneak it off, especially in that shitty ass Division 3, because Division 3 sucks. Everybody knows that. Trippy All-Stars, you're in an unfortunate position because you're in mine and Andy's division, and we've got the filthiest teams in the league. But you drafted the solid, reliable receivers from last year. Unfortunately, Steve Smith has been shit so far. He doesn't even have a touchdown. It's pretty pathetic. Larry Fitz has been solid as hell. Miles Austin, he's alright. I don't know about this Carson Palmer starting here this week. Let's see. What do you got going on? You have a bye week or something? What do you got here? Peyton Manning, what the fuck are you doing? On Trippy All-Stars, I don't know what you're doing starting Carson over Peyton right now. I'm expecting a change of that. So I'm not gonna say that's a ridiculous move yet, because if you're honestly set on that, that's a ridiculous move. But I'm not gonna assume that that's what you're up to yet. But you never know. I mean, shit. If Carson goes off, I'll give you credit for that one. But at this point, I can't say that. Oh, and like I said, you're in the same division as me and Andy, so your future doesn't look very bright. Let's be honest. Okay. Corn on the Shab and the Fat Dick Crew. No, I don't. I like that. Maybe I'll eat some dogs later. Stafford is definitely holding you back, Carbone. Let's be honest. He's holding you back. Demarius Thomas, you got such a weird receiving core every year, Carbone. I never understand it, but it just always seems to work out for you. You always pull out the win. I don't know how, but I don't like your roster at all, ever. But it just seems to work out. Jamal Charles, absolute savage. Demarius Thomas, savage. Matthews is shit. He's such an overrated player. Sidney Rice is connected to that. I can't even remember his name right now, but that quarterback who's sometimes pretty shifty, gets the job done, but half the time, no, not really. But I'd say your season's depending on Stafford, really, if he can come through or not. And I am really pissed off that you got Brandon Myers this week, because I wanted him. He's a solid-ass tight end. He's going to be solid. So I hope you beat Vinny, though, because he's a cocky fuck right now. He's claiming he's going to win that, but I doubt it. Now, on to Vinny. Cam Newton against Chicago. I don't like that matchup at all. He's probably not going to do shit for you. Vincent Jackson did not. He was an underachiever this week. He really was. Tampa Bay raped the shit out of Minnesota. I guess they didn't really need to resort to the passing game much, and Vincent Jackson just didn't really put up a big performance. But fortunately for you, Greg Jennings and Jordy Nelson probably won't play this week. So Randall Cobb is set for a big week against the shitty-ass Jacksonville Jaguars. So there's some hope there. But overall, you've definitely got a good core of players here. Reggie Wayne, solid. Frank Gore, pretty solid. Kind of old. Steven Jackson, shit. Gronk, solid. Narius Moore definitely turning into a wide receiver 2, maybe pressing the bounds of a wide receiver 3 if he puts up a few more games with touchdowns, but we'll see about that. And you really need to, you're in trouble too. You're in Division 2. We're stacked. Honestly, all of us have at least 700 points for. None of these other divisions can even compete. So I'd say you're gonna have to win out if you're gonna have any chance. So good luck. Alright, on to this shitty-ass matchup, this last one here. Not that shitty, not as shitty as I thought, but still pretty shitty.
Shitty walk, yeah.
Shitty walk?
Shitty walk.
Alright, Phillip Rivers. Fantasy. I'm sorry, Eric. Phillip Rivers is the shittiest quarterback right now. I would not trust him with my team. I would fucking pick up some scrub before I started Phillip Rivers. Brandon Lloyd put up a shitty performance last week. I think he had 8 or 10 targets, 8 or 10 passes thrown his way last week. Fucking caught 2 of them, and 3 of them hit him in the face. So he's not looking good right now. Wayne Bowe is solid, and he's playing shitty Oakland, so I'll give him that. James Jones definitely ripe for a big performance. He's set up well for that if Greg Jennings and Jordy Nelson don't play, so I'll give you that. Marshawn is the savage of Seattle. He's the only offensive weapon that they have. That team sucks. So he's definitely going to have a good game against the shitty Detroit Lions. Chris Johnson is ripe for an outstanding performance coming off of a great performance. I don't know, though. I don't trust him at all. I feel like he could just end up pooping his pants again. Who knows? Maybe 70 yards unless he goes off. It's either going to be something minuscule or he's going to have a big day. It's not going to be in between. Martellus Bennett, I definitely think he's up and coming, so that looks good. Brandon LaFleur definitely looks good too. With Steve Smith pooping his pants lately. On to Mr. Brand over here. We got Michael Vick against Atlanta. I think that's going to be a little bit of a shootout, so he should have a good game as long as the offensive line holds up, which they usually aren't. They usually suck ass. So I think this matchup is really dependent on whose shitty quarterback does better. Brandon Marshall's a savage, definitely a savage. So you've got the number one wide receiver in this battle, no doubt about that. Deshaun Jackson's that big playmaker. He's definitely going to have a touchdown against Atlanta. There's no doubt about that. Antonio Brown against Washington could easily have a touchdown. Stephen Ridley, I'm not really liking him right now. I think he's just kind of an overrated back right now. Quite frankly, I'm surprised that... Oh, actually, never mind. Buffalo's on bye. I forgot about that. Oh, wow. And that's right, Buffalo and Baltimore's on bye. You're hurting at the running back spot right now with that Ray Rice, Fred Jackson combo. So you're really scraping the bottom of the barrel with this Gerald Richardson start here. I don't know anything about that. I haven't really looked into that. I mean, who knows? That could be a fucking shitty ass start if Steven Jackson is starting. I don't know shit about Daryl Richardson. But Jason Witten, definitely solid. Jared Cook, pretty solid too. This is definitely going to be an interesting matchup here because Mr. Brand is pushing for, let's see here. What are you pushing for here? Mr. Brand is pushing for top two contention in his division, in this extremely weak-ass division. And Salsa Dancer's just trying to hold on there, so we'll see how that goes. And now on to the most important matchup of the week. The Division 1 leader against Division 2 second place player, and what do you know? Muscle Bob, Chris Mattina, the shitty-ass commissioner himself, is already off to a -3 start. And Percy Harvin came through big, as usual, because I drafted so well, and I know he was going to be savage. Came through big, put up 15 points, no big deal, no big deal. Chris starting a shitty Minnesota defense for a -3 points. That's a terrible decision. Alright, so honestly, this matchup is disgusting, Chris. You've got no shot. Let's be real here. I mean, my receiving core, they're all going to go off for at least 10 points. Josh Gordon, last 3 games, touchdown. He's going to be the rookie wide receiver of the year. He's just got that skill set, and Whedon is solid as fuck. Victor Cruz is solid as fuck. He's going to go off against Dallas because New York hates Dallas, and they suck. And fucking RG3 against Pittsburgh. I don't think they're going to be able to stop him. I don't care. I don't care how good their D is. Oh, my God. And I didn't even realize this. Forte against Carolina, that's going to be a shit show. They're not going to stop that at all. I think that's going to be his breakout game of the year. And same thing, McCoy against Atlanta. They don't really have the stoutest defense, and he's just going to obliterate them. My weakness is clearly my tight end and my flex position for this week. I mean, Pettigrew is pretty much shit at this point with the shitty Stafford connection, and Donnie Avery, I mean, he's definitely in place for big numbers if Reggie Wayne goes down, but at this point he's really just a flex option, so that's what I'm using him as. But you got Breeze. He's gonna go off. He's definitely gonna get you at least 20 against Denver. No doubt about that. Because New Orleans defense can't really play right now, and Breeze is gonna have to play a little catch up here. I think Des Bryant will definitely have a touchdown against the Giants because it's the Giants, and it's the biggest game of the season since the Dallas Cowboys never really get far in the playoffs, so they take their Giants game real seriously. Malcolm Floyd, I don't know about that. I mean, they are playing Cleveland. They're pretty fucking shitty, but we'll see how that goes. Curly, I know there's a lot of hype on that, but Miami's going to shut his ass down, no doubt about that. Well, Morris against Pittsburgh, that's not a good matchup for him. I think he'll pull off a 100-yard game, though. And Turner against Philly. I don't really know how Turner's been playing. You tell me. I mean, I haven't really looked into it, but okay. Well, we got a little note here. Turner posted his best game of the season with 103 yards on 13 carries and added 3 receptions for 6. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. He had a pretty good game. Alright, so he's coming off a good game. He might play well. Jimmy Graham, I don't think he's going to play. So if Jimmy Graham doesn't play, you're blown out of the water in this one. No doubt about it, because Vernon Davis hasn't been playing well either. I just got the numbers here. So, that was my special edition Fantasy Forecast, Halloween edition. I mean, I hope somebody gives me a little video responses here. Maybe we can get a little interaction going. I don't know, but you guys all suck, and I think you need to know that I wake up every morning and I look at my roster and I just jerk off to it because I know how amazing it is and how easy it's going to be to smash all of you in the playoffs. So, good luck. Good luck.